guys. So if you allow me, wow, here we are. Your golden anniversary, 50 years. Just like when thinking of money in terms of hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's nigh impossible for me to wrap my head around 5 decades of anything. It's almost an unfathomable constant. Having been here with them for all but the first couple of years, I have some memories of arguments between them. One that resulted in Dad going off to grab dinner at the Black Rail. Well, we ate Mom's chicken crouton casserole. But those memories represent the eyedropper of black dye in the ocean of their inexorable partnership.
Oh, smell that.
That's deep. Other memories that flutter by include all the times that they were busy helping other couples through their problems.
Yes.
They picked the wrong
I don't care about these problems. These were adult conversations discussed in hushed tones, but my teen years would pick up traces of gossip. Except that's just it. My folks weren't fanning the flames of drama. They were helping find solutions, alternative mindsets, compromises. And this extended far beyond their marriage encounters' counseling abilities. For a guy whose profession very specifically stated foot and ankle specialist, Dad was constantly answering calls for just about any friend or family ailment, replete with trips to the bookshelf to grab a giant medical journal volume to pre-internet his way through solutions for It's hard to encapsulate the many other ways they helped out others beyond this. Inviting others on vacations, a weekend at the lake house for boating and water activities, hard labor to assist with others' needs, inviting those into their own family for Thanksgiving and Christmas. The list is truly never ending. Back to that idea of finding solutions, alternative mindsets, and compromises thing. They took parenting to a whole new level as well. If Dan or I would misbehave and needed punishment, they entered into uncharted territory, finding the punishment to fit the crime. I don't know if this stemmed from seeing too many belt ends from Papa growing up, or Dr. Spock's baby book, but this shit was next level.
Cultivating in the garden.
I'll get to that. I remember being a brat in church, not because I was looking for trouble, but because I had to keep myself entertained during an historic homily that a priest was clearly getting paid by the word on. My folks were embarrassed. Keep in mind, every other elderly couple had to stop by my father on their way in and out of the church to thank him for shaving the bunion off their face. So when we got home, I remember them making me sit in a chair in the dining room, also known as the most boring room in the house, for however many minutes that I was a nuisance in church, and sit in silence with nothing to look at other than the wall in front of me. Not sure how the math worked out, but at that age it was somewhere around 4 lifetimes. Not only were our punishments perfectly paired, but our chores were laid out as well. Sure, want a few bucks to get through the week for your Jolly Ranchers and cassette tapes? I remember a checkerboard in the kitchen with days, chores, star stickers, the works. Clearly, a former teacher turned house mom had a new syllabus. And the chores weren't just clean your room. This is called a cultivator. And it tills the soil under the bushes all along that fence in the backyard. Cool, huh? But that was an excellent lesson in the value of money right there. Growing up in Park Ridge, there were plenty of kids I knew that got a Nintendo game a week just for being born into the household. into their household. But my folks were always instilling the principles that were important to them into their children. As a matter of fact, one of those many examples that always sticks with me is when I graduated college. I came back home with 99% of my wardrobe in dirty laundry bags, all ready to go back to the spoils of being tended to by mom, and I was graced with the announcement that I would be paying rent every month for living under their roof. What? I thought it was some kind of a bluff, but sure enough, it was expected. I'm now an adult, so no more free rides. The wonderful thing about this is that when I finally moved into my first apartment with my own money, they gave me back the money that I had given them for rent all those months to help pay for furnishing the apartment.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Thanks for ruining it. We're screwed.
Yikes.
To help pay for furnishing the apartment and all those other costs that introduce themselves.
Earmuffs, Cole.
This made me truly appreciate their long play, and I'm forever grateful for the way they've taught me the value of money. I mentioned before about how when others had hard times or tragedy in their lives, my parents were always there to help them out. This certainly extended over to me through my very own trials and tribulations in so many of my relationships, be they romantic, friendships, coworkers, bosses, neighbors, bandmates. I can remember on more than one occasion, much to my chagrin, where their advice wasn't necessarily to the point of taking my partner's side over their own sons, but more so encouraging me to explore the perspective of others and ways in which I could compromise or turn around the events to favor us all. Constantly learning, constantly growing, and it's something they always strive for in me. I think about their half a century long relationship and how to express what it means. And I take comfort in remembering that I'm not the only one that has difficulty summing it up. How many anniversaries or birthdays have been botched by Dad over the years? By giving my mother a box of his favorite, Good and Plenty. or one Christmas I'll never forget, a police scanner.
That's awesome.
But that brings to mind the true measure of their relationship. The more I reflect on it, I think that their relationship has grown and strengthened over time through their bonded commitment in helping all of those that they love. You, me, all of us here today. How many adventures have this pair been on in their lifetime together? It fills me with joy to try to think of them all. And then I realize that that's just it. Their journey together for the past 50 years has been one amazing adventure that they did not keep to themselves, but one that they shared with each and every one of us. Love you both, Mom and Dad, with all my heart. A truly happy 50th to the both of you and your commitment to one another. Cheers again.